Sat Nam, I'm Yogigems. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher. We're taught from such an early age to prize the logic and the rationale of the mind over this very sacred, profound wisdom of the heart. And of course it is our heart that knows what it is that we were born to do in this lifetime. Our Kundalini yoga practice recalibrates us to this wisdom, and this Kundalini yoga Kriya in particular, known as Heart's Delight, unlocks this wisdom of the heart for us and allows us to live from that place. And of course, when we're living from that place, all the prosperity, the people, the blessings, the situations come to us to support us in bringing whatever it is that we were born to bring in this lifetime. Let's bring our palms together, give them a good vigorous rub, and bring your prayer mudra into the heart. Deep inhale to stretch tall. Keep that length as you exhale, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to lift through the heart. And exhale, draw the chin in towards the neck. Let's take a deep inhale to tune in with our mantras. If you're new to the mantras, just listen in for now. Om Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeve Name, Adguru Name, Jugadguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeve Name, Adguru Name, Jugadguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Deep inhale. Holding that breath in as you invite your higher self to guide you through this Kundalini yoga practice, keeping you safe from injury and keeping the space that you're practicing in clear, safe and protected. Exhaling, relaxing the hands down to the knees in Gyan Mudra, index fingers touching thumbs, and just allowing those mantras to vibrate through you, bringing you into deep presence for this Kundalini yoga. Good. We start our Kundalini yoga Kriya Heart's Delight with our hands in prayer mudra, palm to palm, and we're resting our prayer mudra at the heart center with the thumb knuckles touching the sternum if we can. There's a nice firm pressure between the palms. We're closing the eyes and we're anchoring our entire being to that space behind the thumb knuckles in the center of the chest with a long, slow, deep breath. And we're concentrating on the heart, on the Hridayam, or the heart cave. In the ancient Upanishads in India, the heart cave, the Hridayam, is the home of the Atman, or the self, the soul. And they visualized this Atman as a thumb-sized person living in this heart cave. A miniature version of ourselves. And in light, with love, the Atman guides this physical vehicle through life to bring into being all that we were meant to bring. And so we concentrate ourselves at that Atman in the Hridayam, in the heart cave. And we bring ourselves into the frequency of this encoded wisdom. Let's take a deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you squeeze Mulband, squeezing the anus and sex organs, drawing the navel in, feeling, sensing, imagining that energy rising from tailbone to crown. Lift up tall. And exhale, relax, release. We're going to move straight into the next posture, which is a variation on back platform. We're resting on our elbows, we're bringing our thumbs inside our fists, and we're holding our fists by our armpits. And then we're going to lift our hips, so we're resting just on the heels and the elbows. The chin tucks in to protect the neck, and it's a long, slow, deep breath here as you keep lifting. Hold yourself up as best you can. If you need to take a break, drop the hips down for as long as you need, but come back into it. Raise those hips up and keep that back platform, lifting the heart to the heavens, focusing again at the Hridayam. Hold it steady with a long, slow, deep breath. You're doing really well. Let that pressure build in the physical body, get that circulation through the body. Anchoring into a slow, deep breath. Keep it going, keep it lifted. We're nearly there. That's it. Stay steady. Commit to it. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath, squeeze Mulband, and exhale. Let's relax and release onto the back. Let yourself be for a moment. Give yourself a moment of space, continuing to rest in the Hridayam. Feeling the heartbeat, that activation of the physical heart. Take a nice full deep breath now. And exhale fully. And another full deep breath in. And exhale. Now we're going to isolate the chest by lifting just the chest and dropping it back down to the earth. Let's do that again. Lift just the chest and come back down to the earth. Now we'll lift the chest and shift it to the left, and then up again and back down to the center. Lift the chest, shift it to the right, and up again, back down to the center. Let's do that one more time. Lifting and shifting to one side, lifting and coming back to the center, lifting and shifting to the other side, lifting again and coming back to the center. Good. Now let's bring our knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the knees. Give yourself a little hug and a rock from side to side. And then tucking hands into the creases behind the knees, we'll rock forwards and back, up and down along the spine a few times until we come all the way back to our seated position. Good, and we're going to isolate just the torso once more, just the chest for this movement, a sternum rotation. We're inhaling forward and around, exhaling back and around, just through the ribs and the heart. So the navel is in really strong, the body is very stable, it's just the torso that's moving. And we're anchoring once more in the Hridayam. Imagining that you're drawing a circle with the heart across the horizontal plane. On the next inhale, we'll change direction. Keeping the shoulder girdle and the pelvic girdle still and steady, or as still and steady as you can, as you rotate just the chest. Stay anchored in the heart. Let's come into the center now with a deep inhale. Hold that breath in, squeeze tight through Mulbandh, pelvic floor pulls up, navel in, energy rises from tailbone to crown, hold, squeeze, lift. And exhale, relax and release. Turn the palms up, Gyan Mudra. Maintaining your awareness at the heart as you rest in presence. Good. Now we're bringing our left hand in front of the heart center with the palm facing out. I'm mirroring you. The right fingers lock over the left, so the right palm faces in. We're going to take a deep inhale here. And with that breath held in, we're going to pull the hands apart with maximum force. Unlock that heart wisdom. Unlock it. We're going to hold the posture now. Exhale fully. And with the breath held out, we're going to pull the hands again with maximum force as we squeeze Mulbandh. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let's take a deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you pull the hands apart. Pull, pull, pull with all of your might. Tremble with the force of it. Pull. Hold the posture. Exhale fully. With the breath held out, pull the hands apart and squeeze Mulbandh. Squeeze, pull. Raise the energy up. Pull, pull, pull. Squeeze. Inhale deep. Hold that breath in and pull the hands apart. Maximum force. Tremble with it. All of your strength. Exhale. All the breath out. Hold the breath out. Now squeeze Mulbandh and pull, 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 pull. One more time. Deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you pull the hands apart. Unlock that wisdom of the heart. Exhale fully. All the way out. And with the breath held out, pull and squeeze Mulbandh. Pull and lift that energy. Pull, pull, lift, lift. Unlock. Inhale deep. And exhale, float the hands to the knees in Gyan Mudra. Take a moment, just in presence. Good, we're keeping our hands in Gyan Mudra. The left arm comes up 45 degrees, right arm comes down 45 degrees, left palm faces up to the sky, right palm faces down to the earth. I'm mirroring you. Now we're raising our gaze and fixing it at a point ahead of us. As we squeeze Mulbandh, we pull up through the pelvic floor and we hold this posture unblinking with a long, slow, deep breath. Keep the spine straight, keep the shoulders relaxed, those arms strong and straight as you can. As we balance the energies of giving and receiving, which is, of course, the key to prosperity. The more we give, the more we receive. And the more we receive, the more we have to give. And so we receive through that left hand up towards the heavens. And we give through that right hand lowered towards the earth. This exchange happening in that alchemical place of the heart. Keep an active Mulbandh. Gaze fixed ahead as you establish more fully in the heart. That's it. Now closing the eyes, let's take a deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you take that energy from the base of the spine all the way up through the heart. Elevate the energy. And we'll exhale. We'll bring the left hand out behind us to the back with the palm facing out and the right hand on the center of the chest. Now we close the eyes down And we bring ourselves into that heart cave, into the Hridayam. And we immerse in that flow of energy between the hands. This channel of energy through the heart, home of Atma, this self that knows our Satnam, it knows our truth. And we give ourselves in this posture to that flow of energy of our Satnam, of our truth. Breathing deep. Let's take a deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you squeeze Mulban to elevate that energy from tailbone to crown, all the way up through the heart and beyond. Expand your energy. And exhale, relax and release the hands to Gyan Mudra on the knees. And we'll rest here in meditation, or if you would prefer, come all the way down to lying flat on your back for a full Shavasana. Just for another minute, in stillness, in silence, resting in the heart space. And I will guide us out on the other side. If you're in Shavasana, gently stirring yourself and making your way all the way up to come sitting tall with the hands in Gyan Mudra on the knees, the spine growing long from the back of the pelvis, the shoulders relaxed, heart lifted, chin drawn in towards the neck. We'll bring our palms together in Pramudra and we'll seal this practice, the Kundalini Yoga Kriya for Heart's Delight, with Satnam. Deep inhale to chant. Satnam. Bowing chin to chest, offering gratitude to body, mind and breath for bringing you to this Kundalini Yoga, and sending that gratitude out into your life as far as it will go. And coming back into the room when you feel ready. Satnam. I hope you enjoyed this Kundalini Yoga practice, Heart's Delight. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more, please do subscribe. And my infinite gratitude to those of you who support me through Ko-fi, through Patreon, and through YouTube Super Thanks. Lots and lots of love to each and every one of you. Satnam.